stand-up paddle in that end because more car.
Beautiful little birdie. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, you're very fast.
Tenga cuidado con el espacio entre espacio entre. Apenas cuidado con el ciclo y la plataforma.
Joy. That's really nice. I like this one. This green one's nice as well, actually. Green one's nice, girl. It literally matches my outfit. That's well cute.
The back smoke, 48, 57, you can leave.
Thank you.
Let's conclude the journey by taking 20 minutes.
My supposed
So if you said Florida, you came from Florida. It wasn't like they did here. Now they're on Florida.
and it's a private ceremony. And the wedding can be inside or in the north, in the south, in the right.
We're in a cloud. Okay, so sorry, okay, but good evening.
Good evening.
Just welcome to Roxy. Okay, my name is Mishle.
Cheers.
Inside.